Welcome to the Marcel Duvoix Show. I'm Marcel Duvoix, your host. It's an absolute pleasure being here. Today, I have a special guest, Detroit's money-making diva herself, Sherry Jackson. Welcome, Sherry.
Thank you.
So, um, I asked you, I think it was last week,
Hmm.
to come on as a guest.
Yes, you did.
And so I am so pleased that Sherry decided to come on the show. She is my first official guest. And so today's show, viewers, is all about inspiration. So I am going to be sharing some of my poetry with you guys.
Okay,
Yes.
good.
Are you excited?
I'm so excited because you left me hanging last week. I was
I
waiting for the poetry.
I did.
Yeah.
Yes. And you know what? I do have to apologize
Hmm.
with to my viewers because they were expecting poetry,
Yes.
and I did mention that I'm a poet with few published books, and I did not share any poetry. So this week we do have poetry.
Good. You're going to redeem yourself. Great.
Yes, this week I have a chance to redeem myself, viewers.
Yeah.
Today's show is about all about inspiration.
Inspiration.
Yes, because I know we all need some inspiration,
Hmm.
especially with what happened over this weekend with the incident in Florida.
Yeah.
And I don't know if you heard about that,
How
Sherry.
could you not? It's on every station, day and night. They're talking about it.
Hmm.
Very tragic. Um,
Yes, and and I heard about it when I was at a luncheon on Sunday.
okay.
So that's a little bit about my weekend.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Friday I did get a chance to go to a wedding.
Oh.
How was your weekend, by the way?
It went so fast. I don't even remember it. It was so fast.
Okay.
Yeah. I
All
went to
right.
church though.
Oh, that's
Yeah, I went
good.
to church all day.
Well, you got to get some in your
Inspiration?
week, you got to
Yeah.
get some
Mhm.
inspiration.
Mhm.
And
Mhm.
so at church
Yeah.
is where you get it,
I love
right?
church. I'm a church girl.
Okay.
Mhm. Mhm.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Um, and then on Saturday was just a chill day for me, guests. Just a chill day. So that was a chill day.
Okay. Well, I remember. I had guests from out of town. My aunt and my cousin came, so they
Mm-hmm.
kept me busy.
Good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And then Sunday was the luncheon. And
Okay.
then during the luncheon, someone said to me, well, there was a shooting or some incident that happened in Florida,
Mhm.
and it had been on the news just nonstop. And I thought, wow, here we go again. Um, so if we can take like maybe 3 seconds
Okay.
of our time, just a moment of silence for
Okay.
those in the Orlando tragedy and their families. And I thank you so much for taking that moment of silence if you did. I know it's been rough for everybody, really, even here in Highland Park.
Mhm.
Yes, and so I want to start with the poetry.
Please give us some
Yes.
inspirational poetry.
Okay, so
I'm ready.
don't wait any longer, right?
Don't keep me
Okay.
waiting.
All right, absolutely. So it's going to be from this book. It's Wordition, and that's my name there at the bottom, Marcel Duvoix.
Wow, you really wrote a book, Marcel?
Yes, I believe that was my third or fourth book.
Wow.
Yes. So, and that's me on the back, Sherry.
You know I love your smile.
Oh, thank you.
I do. I really do.
And you
Doesn't he
know
have a
what?
great smile?
Thank you.
Mhm.
Yeah. I know last week I forgot to smile, so I am practicing smiling this week because it's a great opportunity that we have here with Mr. R.J. Watkins,
Yes.
providing this opportunity for
Yes.
everyone here in
Mhm. Mhm.
Highland Park.
Yes.
And I want to thank also the engineers, Mr. Tyler.
Yes. What
And
would
you
we do without him?
absolutely. And Miss Willis.
Yes.
gave me some great tips as well.
She wonderful.
Yes,
Now
and
she is Miss Inspiration, isn't she? We
absolutely,
love
Sherry.
her.
Yes.
Hmm.
And without further ado,
Okay.
here's the first poem called Unconditional Love. Now, this one, viewers, is dedicated to the folks in Orlando, Florida, and their families.
Okay.
Yeah, so here we go. Unconditional love brings you back to me, time and time again, and binds you to me in loyalty and fraternity. A love, a lighted and spiritual chords strumming my heart's string as music to my ears. The love is what it's all about.
Mm.
The shared camaraderie and the knowledge that we'll ever be as one brotherhood. You still with me, Sherry?
I'm just speechless. Keep going.
Okay.
Keep going.
That's just verse 1.
Okay.
United and in service to each other.
Mhm.
Unconditional love, to hear its precepts spoken and its definition enacted in reality, that by show of actions, that love is what brings tears to eyes
Mhm.
and softness to hearts once hardened. Give this love a gift in truth, and know that bliss will visit you in unexpected times and places. That this love also will reward you with peaceful resolve, and that your choices made in love, that's important, right?
Mhm.
Yes. Choices made in
In
love, your
love.
decisions and whatever
Mhm.
you make about your life, was well worth their weight in gold. Unconditional love can there be any sweeter resolve to be resolute from strength to strength and to show others a better way, a brighter transcendence than they've ever known, for love is victorious and true. See this difference, that love is what it's all about, to
Mhm.
bring a spring in one's step and a calmness in one's body language. I wish it for everyone to feel it in their lives, to know its true meaning for their life and times, and to sense strength and compassion in this type of love. Assuredly, this is a true gift to one's self and one's peace of mind. Unconditional love, for I've known and wondered how far can its power reach deep into the minds of the most apathetic and hardened of individuals, to put back into their emotions a feeling of shared struggle, a feeling of shared compassion, Sherry. I know that's very important right now.
Mhm.
Compassion,
Yeah.
yes, absolutely. And a feeling of shared oneness and humanity, feeling that one belongs to each other as human brothers of the same hurts and pains. I do not know of its full capacity nor its ever abysmal depths for perpetual goodness, far beyond human understandings, but I do grasp a tiny bit of its essence for eternal grace and peace that transcends all books written on the same. I am a child in its gentle hold, learning step by step, and I want to never let go of its hold on me. Unconditional love, I muse in the early morning hours of its shadings, its perceptions, its introspection, and I marvel at the easy dismissal of some to cast off this type of love, some dispel this type from their midst, and all while expounding and preaching that they love in God's name. Others say also that what they do it out of love. I am puzzled at the disconnect of such hypocrisy in exercising in love in vogue for us all, for we're in this earthbound struggle together. And Sherry, don't you feel that's important that we're all together here in the struggle, in this earth together? Can you relate to that?
Yeah, and it's amazing how you wrote that so long ago.
Yes, this was back in, I believe it was 2000 or 2009 or 10.
And it's almost like You had that, like you just prepared that for what we're going through right now here in America. You know, I'm a firm believer in the Bible, and one of
Yes.
the most popular scriptures people quote is "Now abideth faith, hope, and love. These three, but the greatest of these is love."
Very important, yes.
Yeah, and love. If everybody had love, it cancels out anything, any sin, any type, any like the Ten Commandments: "Thou shalt not
Yes.
kill, thou shalt not steal." If you had love in your heart, you wouldn't do those things because
Yeah.
love would cancel that out in your mind.
Yes.
Hmm.
Viewers, we'll always have misunderstandings,
And
whether,
differences.
yes,
Yeah.
differences
Mhm.
between creeds,
Mhm.
beliefs, even family members. But if we have love first, as Sherry
Yeah.
says, it
Mhm.
cancels out a lot of other sins.
Yes.
We all sin. We do know that. So,
I mean, we all do. But,
yes,
if you really, like you said something in your poem about the choices that you make,
yes,
having a pure heart about it, you
absolutely.
know, and even if jealousy may creep up, you know, because I love you, I'm not going to be jealous because you have a TV show.
Right.
I'm not going to be jealous of you because you have a new car. I'm going to be happy for you
Mm-hmm.
because I love you.
Ain't no viewers. Sherry, Detroit's own
Money making diva.
Detroit's own money making diva is here helping me out, by the way, as being my first guest, my first official guest. And so, Sherry, I am so elated that you're here with me.
I'm elated to be here. We've only known each other for what, a month or so?
Yes.
But I feel like I've known you forever. We just
You
get
know,
along so good.
that's what unconditional love is about. So let
Mhm.
me finish the poem here.
Okay.
Moreover, that altogether as one united humankind, may we all see the benefit of unconditional love at work in our lives.
Mhm.
Unconditional love, such grander thoughts have never been thought of nor grasped fully into the minds of humans even now. Its sacrifices made for the one that an individual professes to love or for a cause that one professes to serve. Such grand illusions for some that they may never attain to, yet others have died valiantly trying to at least glimpse an inkling of its worth and full measure.
So love requires sacrifice.
Oh, absolutely. And you have to sacrifice valiantly too,
Mhm.
because there's no sacrificing just a little bit.
Okay.
You have to sacrifice wholeheartedly.
So it's not always about me.
No, no. A lot of times you're on your own problems in your own space,
Mhm.
and viewers, I think we realize sometimes that we're hurting ourselves,
Mhm.
but we don't realize that someone may not be smiling back to us
Mhm.
or answering our calls. That's because they're going through something themselves too. And I think sometimes we have to be patient with
And don't
them.
take it personal.
No, not
It's
at
not
all.
always about you. You
No.
know, one thing I notice, especially when people die,
Mhm.
people try to make it about them. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? Even the obituaries. You
Hmm.
don't even know. Not sometimes you're not even sure who really passed because there's 100 pictures
Yes.
of everybody else.
Right.
you know, and people. I mean, I guess because I just kind of went through something like this, but
Yes.
people really try to make everything about them, and that's not what it's about. Love
No.
is trying to see the whole perspective,
The whole picture.
the whole picture, and it makes you sometimes back up and think, and be grateful for what you have, and a lot of times, when if you were to switch places with other people and really see what they go through, throughout the day, you'd be ashamed of how, you may have unknowingly mistreated someone.
Yes,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Mhm.
Yes. And as you were speaking about death, Sherry, viewers, I have to say that just prior coming into the show here, I had a call, Sherry, that there was a death with one of my friends. So
Hmm.
I'm preparing for the show and I'm sending text out that
Wow.
watch the show, watch Marcel Duvoix show.
Mhm.
And one of the calls and texts that I get was from one of my friends. His grandfather died.
Okay.
And so you can imagine if
Mhm.
I was too busy for him, preparing for my show and getting texts back
Mhm.
and
Mhm. Mhm.
I could have brushed him off a little bit like, yes, sorry about that, so sorry to hear it, and then went on about my life.
And people do that
Yes,
all the time.
but you know what? I had to step back and stop from my busy schedule, Sherry, and take a moment. I sat down, walked through step by step with him, and just say, I am sorry this
Mhm.
happened. I'm here
Mhm.
for you.
Mhm.
And mind you, I'm already short on time and everything,
Right.
and I'm running behind myself. But I felt it was important to share my time with someone that was hurting and needed, a kind word.
You know, the the movement Black Lives Matters. For a minute it was a hashtag, Black Lives Matter. But what I've come to the conclusion that for a lot of people, nothing matters until it happens to them.
Yes. Viewers,
When it happens to them, then they want to organize a march. Now you ask them to come when it happened to you,
yes,
but it's not until it happens to them
yes,
that they want to call the troops. For any cause.
right.
Yeah.
And I think viewers, we have to remember that we're all in this together,
Yeah.
that, when someone's hurting,
Mhm.
we can take a moment of our time
Mhm.
and stop what we're doing and realize that whatever they're saying to you in the moment, that they're sharing with you because they're either hurting or need hope and inspiration,
Yeah.
or they need a friend in that
Mhm.
moment. So, stop what you're doing a little bit, give them a little bit of your time. That's all they're asking for.
Yeah, because they'll come to your funeral and then want to stand in line with remarks and saying things that they should have said
Right,
while the person was living.
right. It's too
Yeah.
late then.
It's too late then.
Yes. So, Sherry, the next thing I want to talk about really
Mhm.
is joblessness. Can you
Oh.
relate to that?
you know, when I was 6, I started my first business.
What, viewers, did you hear that?
Yeah.
When Sherry,
Yeah.
Miss Money, Detroit's own money making diva
Yeah.
herself, started her job at
Mhm.
6. Can I hear more?
Sure. I
Okay.
mean, I just believe that sometimes you have to create your own job. Sometimes you have to create your own opportunities, and of course, do what you have to do, but if I'm a strong believer in entrepreneurship, and
Absolutely.
I'm gonna tell you, if you do have to get a job, if you do choose to get a job, the best job you can get is in sales. And I know that's frowned upon.
Yes, Sherry, because
That's the best job.
I know,
A commissioned sales job is the best job you can have.
wow, Sherry, you do go all out.
I mean, think about it. As as much as now, okay, people are looking for jobs. They'll say a job paying 14, $15 an hour is a good paying job, right?
Right.
Okay. But when I think about an hour of my life traded for $15, I can't comprehend that.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So my mind ticks better on commission.
Mm-hmm.
you know.
Mm-hmm.
But at the same token, there are a lot of jobs out here. What's happening is that a lot of employers tell me that a lot of people who apply can't pass the drug test.
Yes.
So now you can't keep smoking weed if you want a job.
Just saying,
I'm
all
just
right,
keeping it real,
all right. Yes. And so I was going to transition into the second poem here
Okay.
called Jobless People.
Oh, I want to hear this one.
Oh, okay. So,
And where can I get this book?
Sherry, and viewers, my books are available anywhere online.
Mhm.
They're going to be on Amazon.com mainly.
Okay.
And I do have a author profile with for my books, and then one can go anywhere online and purchase wherever books are purchased. Barnes and
Cool.
Noble,
Okay.
Amazon.com, and I do have my author page there on Amazon.com, by the way.
Wow. Okay.
Yes. So this one's a short one, Sharon. It's called Jobless Peoples,
Okay.
and I think my viewers will be able to relate to this. In Highland Park, Detroit
Mhm.
metro area,
Where they're
we've
hurting.
all, yeah,
Mhm.
we've all been hurt and known or ourselves to by joblessness.
Yeah.
Jobless peoples, faces dreary, unkempt sometimes, unshaven, and the silent stares of hope gone, the slumped shoulders, air of glum and
Mhm.
worthiness dashed,
Mhm.
and that look of where can I find a job?
Mm.
Income sources dried up, money tight as can be, and not a soul in sight to lend me some money. None to hire me, and the rent's due. Some are hiring, but they have always just filled their positions. The lint in my pockets, where money used to be, and this financial depression hangs over everything like death, as an unwelcome guest that just won't leave. Such tragedy.
Wow, you're deep, Marcel Duvoix.
And we're coming up to the close to a break here, folks. And Sherry, I'm sure you can, and guests and our viewing audience there, I'm sure you can relate to joblessness. You have any words on anyone touched in your family or friends by joblessness, Sherry?
Well, I mean, certainly, I attend church, and you always run into people in that family circle who are in need. But as we come to a close, I don't want to take up all your last couple of minutes of your show, but I want to say to your viewers to be encouraged and to reach inside yourself and for your own skills, figure out a way to monetize that because inside of everyone, I believe, is an entrepreneur.
Oh, absolutely. And I think those are some good closing words
Yeah.
for our viewers. And you
Hmm.
know what, viewers, and I did not even get to some of my interview questions here with Sherry. So Sherry, will you come back on the show so we can really
I'll
talk
come
to,
back
thank
because
you.
I really like you.
Oh,
I love
thank you,
you.
Sherry. Oh, I love you too, Sherry. So, this has been the Marcel Duvois Show. We thank our viewers for sharing this time with us and for, having Sherry, Detroit's money making diva, with us,
Hmm.
sharing this time with us. And we will see you on the next airing of the Marcel Duvois Show.